Hey folks, this is another BeerNative beer review. My name is Steve Jaguar. Let's go. All right, as usual, subscribe, tell your friends. If they like beer, then I like them. In this show, I'm going to be reviewing a beer from a new brewery that I have not had before, and a great big thanks to my friends at beers.uk for suggesting it and showing me where to get it. If you want to get a discount at Beers UK, BeerNative. That'll get you 10% off. You can buy this beer too, probably for less than when I got it. All right, let's get down to it. All right, so this beer is, you saw in the intro, syntax error. Really something near and dear to my heart, being a geek who writes a lot of code and grew up with syntax errors, being the author of many syntax errors, you might even say. It is a double IPA. It is behind me. It's already out of the fridge. And it is a double New England style IPA. I had another NEIPA from them, so I've been introduced. I ordered a few different ones, and I thought I'll prime myself. And it was called Slam Dunk, and it was good, really good. I posted it on a forum, and I got a little bit of complaining about people who dump loads of lactose into New England style IPAs. So I've got my binoculars now to inspect the back of the can, and let's see what we got going on for this particular one. So it is, what do I think is going to give it a New England flavor, right? Is it going to be loads of lactose, or is it going to be, are they going to oat the crap out of it? And it does appear that oats is the winner on this one. So the other one was also an 8%, which is really interesting. So it's almost like they're the same beer, and they both came in a small can. So you can tell how hot. Look at this. This just came out of the fridge. Look how sweaty it is. Look how sweaty I am. It's really warm. It's like humid. It's kind of thunderstormy. But so let's get into this. Salikatt. I'm probably saying it wrong. Salikatt is Norwegian. Most of the Scandinavian beers that I've had, I have been a fan of. I think they work really hard and making beer. It's really, really good. I didn't try it. It just exploded with mango and like a papaya kind of thing out of the can. That's what it looks like in the glass. So a little yellowy, kind of juicy looking. Not quite as thick as the other one I had the other day, but not too bad, right? So this is what you call your juice bomb. There's no doubt about this. This is what, that has to be what they're going for. I haven't done any research on syntax error, but that's what it tastes like. It smells good. Let's go. The head went away pretty quick. So what's mysterious is I don't see a lot of information about what goes into it. Ooh. Smooth. So there's a pretty piney long finish, which I like for an 8% because it means that I can sip it. It's quite the attack. And it's quite nice that it has such a hard, like, mango, maybe a little bit of pineapple flavor, because if it weren't for that on the nose, you'd be like, ooh, it'd be a little bit too west, but it's really strong. The mouthfeel isn't like harsh, I would say. Let me just focus on that. Yeah, it's quite good. I can't believe like the hit of almost like, well, I mean, I'm gonna say typically I'm gonna say resin, right? It's a resinous long finish. But yeah, hard tropics. It's not particularly like, let's say, unique, but it's accurate. So I'll give it that. And it's pretty good. And I was in the mood for, I'll be honest, I was in the mood for a guzzler because it is super warm out, and something I could just throw back was kind of what I was after. But this is certainly ticking the box for just a beer that I really quite like. And it does follow in the footsteps of Slam Dunk, which was the other one, where Slam Dunk was probably a little less tropical, and because of the heavy lactose, it was a little bit more along the lines of, I don't know, like a milkshake IPA, that kind of softness, right? This is just good. So this is going to get a pretty high score in terms of just being a nice standard for a double IPA at 8%. Uh, and let's say I were to give this a 8.5 out of 10. I think that probably deserves it. Let's take a closer look at them. Now here's their website. It's a little mysterious. That is their logo. And unfortunately for me and for us, if you click through it, you learn a little bit more about them. Well, we can put it in English. You can read it in Norwegian if you're capable of doing that. Or I can flick it into English thanks to Google. New website on the way. So we don't get to learn much more about them. You can learn about them here. You can follow them on social if you wish, on Facebook and Instagram. Why not, right? I got it here at Beers UK. So it was a £5.50. It's a 330 ml can. I get a little tired of these heavy hitters that are in huge cans because you have one and it's like, it felt like I just drank half a bottle of wine, like, and I'm drinking it at beer pace, which is not ideal necessarily. Additional detail: rich hops, tropical stone fruit. Okay, hey, I said tropical stone fruit. That's kind of exactly it. Not a whole lot more we can learn about it. We can see where they are in Norway if you're traveling around Norway. Perhaps there we go, down here. Stavanger, you can't really see that on the screen, but Stavanger is, let's do, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. What if I pump myself up here? Oh, then we get the wrong share. Doesn't matter. Norway. Okay, let's come back. So it's pretty good. What's a little disappointing about it is that if and Phil and the team at Beers UK hadn't said go buy, and Chris actually was the one who pointed it out, hadn't said go buy this, would I have bought that? No. That's boring as hell, isn't it? That's really bad. It's like gray, syntax error. So I think they really got to step up their can art game. And Slam Dunk wasn't any better. So we'll work on that. Let's give it a bigger review now. Straight up on flavor, I'm going to stick with 8.5 now that I thought about it. I really enjoyed it. And in terms of uniqueness, I'm going to just go middle of the road, 3. But in terms of accuracy, I think they smashed it. And if the person who commented on the lactose-infused Slam Dunk is like, I don't think lactose is required. I don't know. I think anything can go into a craft beer if it improves it or gives it a style. And Slam Dunk differentiates from syntax error of oats versus lactose. So if you want to buy them both and sip them head to head, I'd recommend that. But it's good, really good. It feels like a good, honest NEIPA. I'm going to give it a 4 or maybe a 5 on accuracy. I don't know how they could get it more accurate. So let's say 5 and 3. That gives them an 8 on there. And so now we're talking 8 plus 8, 5, 16.5. And I'm going to crush them on art and packaging. I mean, I'm going to give them maybe a 4 on making a smaller can double IPA. I mean, I really wish more people would do that. It means I can have more of them in a night, right? So I'm going to give them a boost of a 4 on that. But in terms of the art, I think it kind of sucks. It's like a 2. It's not unattractive. It's just nothing about it. So that's going to be a 6. So they've gone from, I think what could have been an awesome overall score on my ratings to a pretty good one. But 16.5 plus 6 is a 22.5 out of 30. Still a pretty respectable score, but I do really like them. I think it's a really good brewery, and both beers I've had right now have been awesome. So go check out Beers UK. There's a couple on there still you can buy. So grab them because you know the way these shops work, right? They have some, then they don't have some. And catching a Norwegian brewery, because Norwegian beer is super expensive, when you can get it, I think anybody should do that. All right. Hopefully that's a quick one. My name is Steve Shiger. I am out of here.